would like to say shalom to everyone. Um, I'm actually doing live on both Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully you all can hear me. I know my voice is like monotone. Just touching bases. Haven't been online in a while, to go live or anything of that nature. But I felt that I was led to at least about 3 weeks ago. I felt like the Most High was leading me to say something, and like I said, I had nothing actually script out or anything of that nature. So whatever is said is, supposed to be said. So hopefully everyone is doing okay. I know the GOCC body is in mourning. They had someone, I think an elder or a bishop, passed away from the UK. So I send my condolences out to the GOCC body. That's tough, especially when you have someone that's, strong, and a warrior for the Most High. So I'm just sending my prayers out to the families and to the GOCC family as well. So again, I'm not really here to really get into something that I had planned out. So of course it's like doing this live because a lot of people don't have the gall, and I'm not saying I'm the most bold or person in the world, but a lot of people don't have the gall to just throw themselves out in the water without a life jacket. Pretty much when you just go live and you just speak without having a script, you know. But I know for a fact that these are trying times. Okay, there are a lot of spirits more prevalent and more aggressive today. You know, for some odd reason, people will just try to rise up against you. And it may not be, hey man, like, they want to fight you face to face. They get like savvy in the mind to come against you, be it going to a boss to try to get you fired or something of that nature. And I'm not saying that this is happening to me, but I could just tell that spirit is out there. Because, and I'm gonna just say this too. A lot of times, the Most High allows certain things to happen to us because we supposed to be as perfect as possible. You understand? Like, and I'm talking about your actions. If you know that you're doing something out of line, you best understand that, people are watching those of us that understand that we're Hebrew. If you're speaking that we're Hebrews, even though we may have different factions of how we understand, they don't care about that because these people, they look at us as a general nation anyway. If one black man do something, look at what these black people do. So they look at us as a Voltron, or like, you understand, like a transformer. They don't look at us as just peace, power, just one individual like they do. So when the Most High told us that we are a nation and all the other nations, we're the apple of his eye, and all the other nations shall be blessed because of us. You best believe that Satan is going to look at that and target you, okay? Because of that particular high vibration that a lot of our people don't know that they have in them. And I'm talking about those of our people that still follow, certain, Christian faiths and things of that nature. A lot of our people just don't know that they're the children of Israel. They just do not know that. Do the enemy care if you know or not? That's better for them if they don't, if our people don't know. So, and I'm just saying all this, like I said, I don't have anything planned out, but it's just the fact that be very careful on how you move. Make sure that every step that you take towards, even if it's an employment or a job, make sure that you take in consideration that people are always going to be watching you everywhere you go. You understand? They don't care if we fighting and bickering and arguing of what doctrine is more closely to the Hebrew. But once you start speaking that you're an Israelite of the blood of Abraham, you best believe. And it's so to the point where a lot of people know that we're Israelites anyway. You understand? A lot of people know that already. And a lot of people are figuring out that we're starting to believe in the old ways of how it used to be based on our history. So just be, on your P's and Q's today. And from here on after, if you wasn't, this goes out to a lot of other people. And I know a lot of you brothers and sisters, that's in the truth, understand, the battles, what I'm saying? There's going to be battles when it comes down to this truth. Family, whatever, it doesn't even matter. You understand? Like, they're going to come against you. Sometimes they don't even know that they're really actually, because speaking of, when it comes down to your immediate family, be respectful to these people. You understand? Be respectful. Don't argue them out. If they say something that that's odd, don't jump into a debate with these people. We're not to do that. Don't argue at all with these people. Leave them alone. Let them figure certain things out. Let them figure out that, hey, this guy, we was jumping this dude with pastors on the phone or whatever. They had called all type of people to try to come against something that they don't like that you've said to them or whatever. Even if it's something in scripture that you can point out, they're going to come against it because then everybody's not tuned in. You understand? Everybody's not tuned in. For some reason, I'm going to show you something here. Since, like I said, I'm just going with the flow. And I have no clue what's pretty much about to happen. All right. If you go into the concordance for the word tune, you understand? I just used that term. Someone told me, hey, look up the definition. If you go to Hebrew number 5059, whenever you all get a chance, like I said, it's nothing pretty much lined up on, like I said, I hadn't anything planned out. All right, so it says nagan or nagan, tune, right? Nagan, a primitive root properly to thrum, a beat, a tune with the fingers, to play on of course, string instrument, hence generally to make music, player, or instrument sing to the string instrument melody, minstrel, player. So it represents the flow of how you're supposed to be tuned in with the Most High. Some of us are not. We may be the DNA, the deoxyribonucleic acid, with all these weird terms, right? We might be in the DNA of the Most High based on how he made us, but a lot of our people are not tuned to the melody. You understand? Like, they're not going to understand that type of frequency. That's why if you even actually listen to tuning music, everybody's not tuned in on certain music. Some music irritates people. They can just hear it and it make them feel, turn that off, whatever. I don't like it. You understand? So everybody's not tuned in to understand, even when it comes down, and I guess I'm targeting this to our people. When you love your people, it's like hey man, look, what's wrong with you? You can show them in the scripture that Christ is black, right? And I gotta be careful because discrimination, the racism, they shut this whole YouTube down. You can't even say anything now on YouTube. They shut the whole thing down. So why? when you got people doing all kind of negativity, but why when someone speak freedom of speech, right? When someone speak freedom of speech, not cursing, I'm not cursing nobody out, none of that. But yet they'll shut this thing down. I don't know how many strikes, off and on. They call it now social media jail. You understand? Like, who are you? Like, I can't go outside and speak if I want to. I don't need social media. I barely be on here anyway. So, you know, so even at my job, one of the brothers I talked to, he's like, man, because I trained him on a machine, so he can understand how to, operate it. Man, I understand it quick when you say this, and you're a sensei. You understand, like like a teacher is make people feel comfortable, and that's what they're targeting. They're targeting people that I'm not here asking for money. I don't have nothing all aligned with Holyvessel34's my 34 page lined up with monetizing and none of that. You understand? I don't just believe that freely you receive, freely you get. You understand? Like the information I'm gonna give out, I'm gonna give it out because of love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying other brothers, or congregations don't have love, but this is the way. I'm not asking for anything. So, and that's what is extremely annoying to the enemy. This guy just can just put out information. You understand? And they have so many issues with people speaking truth nowadays. And see, this is the question I ask. Why shut down a page or snatch videos on something that might be a conspiracy theory? Why? Because it's truth. There ain't no such thing as a conspiracy theory when it comes down to certain things that they're doing on the earth. When it comes down to certain things that you ingest. Okay? Why is the heart attack percentage is higher when it comes down to the children of Israel? Okay? Why? Why is the stroke rate more prevalent in our people? Why? I'll really get into information. I have to say this. Why do they usually show utility trucks during certain seasons messing around, digging up in the ground, messing with some water? I don't know if y'all ever paid attention to certain things when they roll out all this weird jab stuff, right? But before they pull all this jab stuff, 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, it'd be people all out with these trucks digging up, messing around with the water. I had to scratch my head. Hey, YouTube, hey, leave my page alone for a second, right? That's why I just go live for for a couple of minutes. That's why I don't be on this thing, because I'll just keep speaking, and then all of a sudden I get a stupid email from these people. Like, who cares? They almost got blocked one time. Like, look, I'm about to block these people sending me some email about my content. Anyway, but this is live. I'm going live. I don't have anything planned. I'm just going to roll with it. All right, so what is it, 14 minutes? All right, cool. I guess people on Facebook is not used to me going live anyway. So it's like, what is this thing? All right, so yeah, it's a lot going on in the earth. It's to the point where the main physical thing, of course, the spirit part, we want to keep our vessels holy. But to do that, every vessel and every spirit has a vessel. So if you're not treating your body correctly, I guess I'm changing it now to nutrition and health. Brothers, you understand? I let my wife and deal with the sisters, but brothers, if there are any sisters here, you can, cool, no problem. But brothers, get your body in shape, okay? Respect yourself, get yourself in shape. You understand? Eat as clean as possible. If you have any issues or whatever, you can go to One Natural Vessel. You understand? Like, if you want to learn some more information about keeping yourself healthy, One Natural Vessel, the #1 natural vessel. You understand? We have a YouTube page on certain things, fitness. I might monetize that page eventually. I'm gonna start putting more content up. And I'll just put this out here. Based on me being vegan, right? And I'm vegan. Personally, I'm vegan because I know what's going on with, I can probably say this, maybe YouTube don't know yet. Babylon Erica, right? Got jacked up meat. Okay. They got meat that got this stuff up in there. You know what I'm saying? So why would I post a link? Let me see if I can do that. I don't see how we don't understand when they jabbing meats, right? I have to speak like in fragments and in I have to speak in proverbs, and so you are eating injection meat. Other countries don't do this. Okay. Somebody said, let me see if I can post it. I'm gonna see if I can post the link. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. But if you put in YouTube, if you go to the search and put in the #1 natural vessel, it'll pop up. Well, matter of fact, it's one, you can go to One Natural Vessel Fit. One second. Yeah, let me, it'll pop right up. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can post the link or share it. I'm still not even savvy with all this stuff here. Hold on, I got a way I can do it though. One second. Yeah, so that's as I'm looking through this, I'm gonna keep track on what I was saying in regards to fitting, like staying fit. If you don't keep yourself in shape, you're really not doing too well for yourself. And I'm gonna say this, right? I know people say, "Well, what do you mean? Everything isn't about being fit." What we got to understand is our brothers need to be able to protect their family. If you're gonna stay in this country, okay, what's about to happen, that may be what you may have to do, physically get into it with somebody. You know, if you got weapons, good. You understand? People say, "No, you believe in Jesus, whatever. You don't need Jesus is your weapon." I'm gonna tell you right now, these demons don't care who is who. They may try you. The Most High will protect you. I just want to make that clear. He will protect you, but he wants us to have common sense as well. All right. Nobody on this planet will go into a war without a weapon. You understand? We understand the scripture says no weapon formed it will prosper. I understand that. Formed against me will prosper. I get it. But I'm gonna tell you, based on what things are, the way things are, a man's supposed to protect his wife and his family. You understand? Period. That's just what we're supposed to do. Every man, even in the Old Testament, always had swords. You understand? There wasn't no man just not having no weapons. You gotta protect yourself, man. You gotta protect yourself. Get yourself physically fit. You understand? Like that's why when it comes down to, I've just got myself up to the point where I can do, a few muscle ups, even though I can do them. They call it chicken winging. You understand? But I can actually I got myself to the point where I can do it. And I'm not saying you got to get yourself to that point, but it's, what I want you all to know is that be dedicated. Be dedicated in this physically fit, because it's not a game out here, for real. Trust me. Something eventually could happen, and it will, to the point where they may try to bust. This is happening a lot. Home invasions and all that. Get yourself protected. Get yourself to the point where you can hold somebody off. I said this a few years ago. I'm not doing this just to try to show off and have a nice physique. It's about strength. You understand? It's about strength. Being able to get someone off of you. Being able to understand, weaponry, a weapon that you know what I'm saying, you might have to pop off on somebody. If somebody come in your house, what you gonna do if you don't have a weapon? Oh, well, God protect us. Yeah, he will. But he want to know your parents protect their children as well too, but they got to go to school. You understand? So yeah, the Most High will allow certain things to happen or get in your space sometimes. We understand what happened to Job. We understand what happened to our people. We always had to go to war. So just to think that the Most High will protect me and nothing's going to happen to me. I don't need to do this. I don't need to protect my wife physically, or, no. You better be ready. The war is not a game. You understand? I understand people don't like weapons and all that, and I'm not promoting to just get a bunch of, have a whole military setup or nothing. But just make sure you got something there you can deter an enemy off, because it can be to a point where you might have to take someone out. I'm being real. That's what time we're in. There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. There's time for, you understand? That's what the scriptures say. That's what it's called, one natural vessel fit. Let me see if I can find the actual link. I don't think this thing will let me link anything, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And it should be, 1 second. Everything's moving a little slow because I got so many devices working at one time. So, and probably have to put spaces in between. It didn't let me do it for some reason. It's moving pretty slow. 1 second. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing. Yeah, but if you put in, like I said, one natural vessel fit, I'll type it again, make sure it worked this time and not to run everything together. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the actual link. I would start, I have a few videos of me and my wife, we work out, we just try to, make sure we straight, you understand? So it's not, maybe this is the reason why I wanted to get on here. We never know what's about to happen. Some people don't believe that Russia and America is really having a spat. Some people believe that they really are really together. But based on what we're looking at in the news, we know that we got this false image of news with the beast, but they're eventually going to come in or try to come in with one currency. Russia and China. That's what I meant to say. Russia and China. You understand? So they're going to try to come in with one currency. So we understand what Revelations speak about in Revelation 17 and 18. It talks about the whore that sitteth for many waters. And then, eventually the other nations is going to deal with that whore. Talking about Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots. So when it comes down to the new world order and under the beast, Babylon, America is not included. They're not included in that. So that's another thing. So just make sure you straight, because a lot of people, I don't know if people understand that the crime rate has gone up everywhere, not in just one spot. And I'm talking about astronomically went up because they push these, I gotta do like this, the jab. You understand? So yeah, they pushing all this stuff. They know that causes the crime rate to increase. So there you have it. So I've been here for like 27 minutes, almost 30. Thank you all for tuning in. I usually have some type of routine where I always go through people that has tuned in. Because, I really appreciate you all that's here. And I appreciate the subscribers. Princess B, she had commented around 6:52. And she said, yes, brother Dwayne. Okay, yeah. I remember the name, but like I said, I'm not with the body, but I'm still connected with them. I still, watch videos and things of the nature. So that's, my prayers go out to the family. That's rough too, because I think he was kind of young. I think they were young. And I know he's a twin, I believe, too. Yes, brother Dwayne passed away. Yeah, one of the twins. I just read it. And then Silent Leader 12. Shalom, Elder. You just had crossed my mind last night. Funny enough, pray all is well with you and yours. Yeah. That's the way things work. You cross someone's mind, boom. You'll feel that maybe that like I said, we're tuned a certain way. And this is the reason why I do not like how people like debating on certain issues. I'm gonna get into that real quick for like 10 minutes because I gotta go. Elijah Luke, amen. That was his comment. Elijah, it's crazy out here. Yeah, it's crazy. Are we supposed to keep the Shabbat? All right, so yes, you're supposed to keep the Sabbath. All right, let me show you real quick. Okay, I tell you a few times in the scriptures, right? All right, so you go to Exodus 20, Exodus 20, verse 8. This is one of the commandments. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Remember, you notice the Most High saying remember for a reason. Why? You know why? Because he knew that people were going to forget it. And this goes on to what I was saying. People are debating on when the Sabbath is. That goes to Daniel chapter 9, verse 7 through about the 10th verse. We are confused of our own face. We don't understand who we are. So, of course, you're going to have argument when you shouldn't. And it shouldn't be to the point where people are so sensitive to the point, well, if you don't follow the Sabbath this day, then you ain't with the Most High. How you going to say that? You understand? There's going to be certain things that that person may understand and you don't. Are you not with the Most High? So you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? That's a very, what I would call a very emotional statement. So you can't say that. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. Okay. And remember that thou wast a servant in the land of Egypt, and that the Lord thy God brought thee out of thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore the Lord thy God commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day. Now, some people believe should we keep it today. The reason why you should keep it today is because we're supposed to follow the laws, the statutes, and commandments throughout all our generations. Okay. And I'm gonna go into a video. I haven't done it yet, or a real deep study on social media in regards to the 10 Commandments and how it's just not just 10 Commandments. We understand that we got 10, but I'm gonna go into what really, what was going on when Moses was given. He was actually given the laws too, not just the 10 Commandments. And I'm gonna go into that in a while. But it's already prepared. I just need to put it out. All right. Let's go to Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 22 in regards to the Sabbath, right? And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves and that they should come and keep the gates to sanctify the Sabbath day, right? This is even, they gave out the laws. Remember me, O my God, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy. So there you have it. You understand? Like, that's one thing we're supposed to do. All right. So are we supposed to keep the Sabbath? Yes. Shalom, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Kyra. If I jack your name up, I apologize. Leonard DeJudah. Facts. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, Kyra, I'm glad to see you all tuning in. Let me see, Kyra. 18, that's probably somebody messing around on my thing here. It's all good. Tune in and stay tuned in. That's good for you. Maybe you need to hear something. And be careful on how you mess with certain people on these things. The Most High will protect our people. And if you're trying to flood and, be what's the word y'all use? Like flooding the chat and all that other stuff, the Most High can deal with you. Be careful. We're not regular people. Be careful. I'm just letting you know. All right. Leonard, thank you again. Okay. Princess B said, Brother Dwayne baptized me with his twin. I don't know if I should ask this, but is there any information in regards to what would happen? I mean, I was just, a little curious on, what was, if that's confidential, I understand, then, I retract my question. But I was just a little curious because I heard, I think the brother they were young. So, I mean, young people can pass too, but it hits a little harder when you're a little younger. So, but like I said, I know that's a hard issue to deal with, and like I said, our prayers go out to the GOCC family. So, but I'm pretty much done. Like I said, if that question is a little too sensitive or it's confidential, then you know. And if it needs, my email is judite07@gmail.com. All right. I'm pretty much done, y'all. I thank you all for tuning in. And it's cool because I got like a small little audience here. We all together. You understand? Like I kept small with it. I didn't want to get all huge and big and pushing the channel and all that. I mean, those of you that know me kind of based on this social media thing, I don't really care about views and subscribers. I think this channel is at 8,100 now out of what 12 years I've been on. I've been on this thing. Yeah, I've been on YouTube since 2008, 2009, or something like that. So, somebody else channel that's, been out for a while, that long, I have over 1 million views. But this, I will say, I know some of these so-called celebrities have ran into this channel before. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I know that for a fact. So, and I actually supposed to be reaching out to a particular, so-called celebrity or one of the, popular person. All that popularity stuff, to be honest, does not. The way I look right now, if they was in front of me, like, hey, okay, you got millions of dollars, it's cool for you. Like, okay, so let's talk about these scriptures. So I don't care about all that stuff, man. Like people get too hyper and start, idolizing people because they got fame and fortunes and all that. Most High don't care about none of the stuff. Okay, let me pull a scripture real quick and then I'm out. I'm gonna shut it. One second here. John chapter 12, verse 25. This is the reason why none of that stuff really matters to me. Because it's nothing but for this earth. John 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it. You know what it's talking about? It's not saying you love yourself and just it's a carnal thing. He that loveth his life shall lose it. And he that hateth his life, in this world shall keep it until life eternal. So it's something better than just money. It's something better than just a car or whatever. A bunch of girlfriends and a bunch of drinks and that lavish lifestyle. That's nothing. That's a waste of freaking time. Is it okay to live to a point where you want to have a nice time, temporarily, like I say, me and my wife, we do certain things sometimes, but after that, it's like, man, let's stay focused on what we're doing. Yeah. All that lavish lifestyle, people get caught up into that to the point where, we done seen so many gold digging pranks. Like, really? Is it people out in the world like this? So yeah. So you got people that'll do anything for money. For the love of money is the root to all evil. When it says for the love, LOVE, money is the root to all evil. You know what that means? That means they'll do anything for it. Not just a gold digger, they'll do anything else. They may put a bullet in your head for money. Hey, blow that guy's head off for me, I'll give you $1,000. You never know. And that's the reason why I'm circling back. Be careful nowadays. People are really vicious with that, that lavish lifestyle because they pushed it for so many years. Everybody want to get that money, get rich or die trying and all that other stuff. What are you talking about, getting rich or die trying? No. I'm gonna tell you what's rich. The Most High have a rich people, a rich nation. You understand? Our people are rich in history. We're spiritually rich when we understand who we are, when we clean our vessels and we want to do right amongst others. You understand? That's what's rich. Money ain't nothing. Gold melts and can be melted down the stream somewhere. So it's nothing. He that loveth his life shall lose it. That's what it's telling you. And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it until life eternal. So there you have it. I didn't, thank you all for tuning in again. I'm gonna go ahead and wind down. Been working 11, 12 hours. So, and still putting it in, going out to work out certain things, it's dedication. Be dedicated. If you love the Most High, you'll love yourself. You'll love the temple that He gave you. You understand? Take care of it. Show respect to it. You only got one body, so keep up with it as much as possible, as much as you can understand. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm 47 and I'm able to do muscle ups. Like, come on, think about that. I'm just that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can get to the point, wow, if I just take care of myself, what is an old person? And a brother, let me say this real quick. A brother told me at the park I, work out at, he said, people don't really get old. They get stiff. We don't drink enough water. You understand? If you don't drink enough water, certain things to stiffen up and it age quicker. Think about it. If you don't water a flower or a plant, it's going to lose its life source and it ages and it dies quick. It's eventually going to die anyway. We know that. But if you don't put no water on it, it dies faster. So if you have water in your body, the right amount of water, and that's one thing. But I'm not trying. I leave the health and the herbs. I know a few things, but my wife she capped real, like she's on point with that. So one natural vessel fit. Boom. Thank you all for tuning in. Love you all. I'm going to go ahead and cause of death have not been released yet. Okay. No one as of yet, but it is to do with this. Oh man, it sounds like a stroke. Okay. But we don't know. I probably shouldn't say that. All right. See you all soon. This is my life, and I'll be doing this for the rest of it. Love you all. Shalom.